The freshest poison, Tuka moves to the front of the line. The hunt has begun. They have hit a male oryx. They must now be patient and not lose the trail of the wounded animal. If the arrow has hit a sensitive area, such as the neck or the lungs, the oryx will fall down dead in a matter of hours. But if not, the slow chase can go on for several days. It's now Bo's turn to take the lead. He is one of the best trackers in the Kalahari. So good, in fact, that he was recruited by the South African Army to track down the rebels belonging to SWAPO, the Namibian guerrilla group which, at the end of the 80s, fought for the independence of the country. Across the first bloodstains, Tuka has again proven what a fine marksman he is. The arrow punctured the oryx's left lung, resulting in a slow, painful death. The Bushmen are, in fact, extremely respectful of their natural environment, as many anthropologists have pointed out. When hunting, they are careful not to wound the females or the young. They gather only what is strictly necessary in order to eat, and they use the smallest possible amount of wood for their fires. For thousands of years, they have lived in perfect harmony with these extremely marginal lands. They must cut up the animal very quickly because dangerous hyenas may be prowling around in the vicinity. They haven't heard the story of what happened to the Himba chief, Yakuja Jambiru, but they certainly wouldn't want to find themselves in a similar situation. This meat will provide enough food for a couple of weeks. They preserve it by smoking it, and it belongs to the community as a whole. When meat is taken back to the village, a taster, normally an old man, must test it before anyone else can start to eat. Once they have removed the intestines, they drain the blood out into a hole made in the sand. The Bushmen love bathing in blood, and this is not a ritual. They are simply washing themselves. Another example of how these men have adapted to the desert. In less than an hour they have cut up the oryx and now they must carry it back to the village. But 4 men are not enough, so they will have to come back later. The meat they leave behind is wrapped in branches and aromatic herbs and then buried. They clean away all traces of blood so as not to attract scavengers. When the Bushmen go out gathering, they take with them reserves of water which they leave around their territory to be used by the men when they go out hunting. The water is kept in ostrich eggs and buried beneath the bushes so that it stays fresh.